I don't know what I'm talking about. Actually, I do, right? I was actually just talking to a friend, and he was just saying, I low-key feel like I don't deserve to be this happy in a relationship. And then that got me thinking, because if we're having a conversation, obviously I'm going to think about the things he's saying, think on how I feel about them, and then say, huh. And I've never been one to have imposter syndrome, which, to my definition and how I'm going to be talking about it, is just like feeling like you don't deserve what you have. And I think that's the definition of it, but that's just kind of what I'm going with. I always think, like, as much as I shame myself and beat myself up for being lazy, at the end of the day, I still do more than most. That's how it is. And I recognize that, and I get myself out of my head, and I say, I'm still doing better than a lot of people, you know? And I put more effort into things than most people do. Like, my low effort is where some people would say a lot of effort is. That's just how it is. I mean, my dad's definitely a workaholic, so I can see where I got that. So usually I'm like, you know, what I'm doing, what I'm getting, I deserve it because I've worked for it, you know? And I think when I don't, my first instinct isn't, this fucking sucks. It's could have worked harder still. Even if I spent like 5 hours for the past 3 days on something, it's still could have worked harder, you know? But it's good because that's kind of like a learning mentality. It's just like, it shows you where you can do better and better and better. So it's like, you know, the one solace in life or comforting idea is that you'll never be perfect, so you can always work towards something. But right, recently, very, very recently, I had a terrible, horrible crash out. I'm talking, imagine this. Actually, I uploaded it when I just took a video, and it was me with the shark. Woo! It was like 4 a.m, and I just could not go to sleep. I was like, it was the first time I just had felt unworthy of everything that's around me, and I was like, what the fuck? Because, you know, breakups, they're difficult. They kind of make you feel that way, and it's like you see all the mistakes, and you're like, I'm the worst person in the whole world, you know? I mean, at least for me, that's how it is. I think some people can relate. I think other people can't relate. I'm looking at the snow. It's pretty. I love snow. It's happy. And, like, being in an environment like this, where it's just, this is a dream environment. If I'm feeling sad, just go for a walk. But it was too late. I just didn't do that. Actually, I could have gone on a walk in the middle of the night. I have that ability. Do I deserve it? I don't know. It was just so weird. I can't, like, describe why I was feeling just like I don't deserve any happiness. I'm the shittiest person in the world. And, like, the amount of support that I had through it, like, I literally, 1 a.m, I was able to call my sister. Like, and she answered and was talking to me for, like, 3 hours and was listening. And, like, do I really deserve that level of support? And then in the morning when my friends woke up and they saw like the whole essay, many essays, they talked to me, and like for the next whole day was just me resting, getting a break, just talking to friends, seeing how I feel about everything, all of them just being like, "Oh, I'm sorry," you know? Like, and just hearing me out. Like, I had an incredible support system. It's crazy. Why is it so good? I know why it's good, because I made, like, my biggest fear was having a terrible support system and not having, like, good, like, my biggest fear was just not having people that I could talk to things about, you know, anything about. And I want to make sure that they know they can talk to me about those things too, which I believe I have that. I mean, they do come to me and message me occasionally, and then we talk, and I return the favor, you know? Like, I cry in their arms, say, and they cry in my arms, saying, you know? But it was just weird, because I've just been feeling like a terrible person. And it's not like for any, well, there are some specific reasons, but it's just like, I'm not doing that much. I'm laying around. I'm kind of worthless. I have no really strong direction. All I have are dreams that I'm kind of working towards. And I get it. Like, I'm not going to be, like, completely consumed by them thinking that I have to go through life at 500 miles an hour. I'm a freshman. I'm a freshman in college, and I've already done much more than most. I'm already, like, halfway done with my general education's first semester. And that's because of all my hard work in high school for APs. And I'm happy with that, and I'm proud of that, but it's still just like, I don't know. It's just, how do you even describe, like, just feeling like, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve how epic my life is, despite me being a horrible person. But on the bright side, I think I don't really have imposter syndrome, like, to a depressive state or anything to a depressive state, because I don't know, I'm just too happy. Walking in snow, I'm just like, this is so amazing. I love snow. Or walking in the forest, I'm like, this is so amazing. I love the forest. Or talking with friends, I'm like, this is so amazing. I love my friends. Or just anything like that. But it's really just, I think it's mostly the breakup that'll do that to you. And it's been like 2 months. I don't know. They're rough. They're really rough. And I was kind of just like cruising along, dealing with it when it came. Just like on walks, making sure I had my own personal time to... I think it's just because I hadn't been taking care of myself. I don't know. I just kind of feel unworthy of being too happy, and like the idea that I can go back to where I'm from and then like have friends there despite like sometimes not talking to them, or just have such a good support system when I could be better to all of my friends. It's like, if I'm a terrible person, why are there so many people friends with me? And in the end, I think I'm able to justify it by being realistic, because I've talked to so many people. I've seen how every individual's expectations on themselves vary, and I know I'm just rough on myself, and I meet other people's expectations of me, so there's always that like comfort that I have to myself. But it's like, that's all. I'm going to upload another video, which is just me in chemistry playing solitaire until I rage quit. That's like also, I don't know, I feel kind of guilty for being a student who kind of just gets things easily. So I don't have to put effort into classes like that, I also have already taken chemistry and biology, so maybe that's why, and it's just like memory. I remember that stuff. I don't know. Just not feeling the most epic about myself. I also spent a lot of money the next day. It was... I love spending money, though. I hadn't spent any money, like, on personal stuff, just like toys, knickknacks, gadgets, in 2 months. That's crazy. That's crazy good for me. But usually, how it is I'm always making money, so I can always spend some. And I, would just buy 2 things a month. Usually, they were large purchases, like clothes or something. I love my custom clothes more than anything. I was just looking at some of them. It's just... Yeah, so it was really nice to spend money, and I'm still riding the satisfaction of that. I'm happy that I'm someone who knows what will make me happy instantly, like just walking through the woods, spending money. Jacuzzi, 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 hot tub, jacuzzi, jacuzzi, hot tub, jacuzzi. But that's gone. So, yeah. Yeah. Y como siempre, adiós, chachas.